Well, welcome back to Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava, Itajaí. This production was made by Xports Media. We are very excited to have the next race of the event. Let's look at the standings after the first race. Benoit Gomez, the French rider, is leading the event with 1 point after getting his first bullet of the event, followed by Bruno Lobo, the Brazilian champion, on second position. Martin Pariente on third place with 3 points, followed by Wilson. Maria do Socorro, she's on 5th position, followed by Ricardo Brito. Artur Cuca is on 7th place, followed by Claudio Cruz. Roberto Vega, Claudio Marquez, and Renato, they didn't get a score because they couldn't complete the course under the limit time. Let's get ready for the next race. For Element Skateboarding, the best skateboarding school in Mexico. Thanks for making this transmission possible. We have less than 1 minute to the start and all of the riders are getting ready for it. The wind conditions are changing right now. We have a couple holes around the course and the gust is pretty strong. The wind dropped from 23 knots to 19, but the gust is still somewhere between 23 to 24 knots. I think it was a good decision for Benoit and Bruno to stay with bigger kites. We're getting bigger swell as well, and it's gonna get more challenging for the riders. Looks like the riders are approaching to the starting line and they're getting closer to the boat. We have less than 17 seconds for the start. Bruno Lobo, he's approaching to the starting line on the blue kite, and Maria do Socorro, she's in a good position right now. And here we go, Hfpt Pro Tour, second race. All of the fleet clear on the starting line, and look at this, Bruno Lobo now, he's pushing, he's the beginning of the race, and he's putting himself in front of Benoit Gomez. Maria do Socorro in a good position, no one in front of her, and Martin right there next to Benoit. This is an incredible show. We can see that Bruno Lobo somehow, he's dropping the angle. Looks like he's getting that gust, and I was talking about a lot of wind he's getting into that kite, a lot of power, and he lost a ton of ground. And he's windward from Benoit, but he lost a lot of ground. And that's the thing, right now the conditions are changing a lot, and that's the skills that I was talking about. You want to be able to perform in all kind of conditions, and sometimes you're gonna be able to perform really well under power, and sometimes you gotta perform really well over power. And right now this is one of those times that the riders, they will need to hold that big kite that they are flying. Bruno Lobo, he's tacking, and Benoit Gomez also getting ready for the tag. And that's the thing, look at that difference between the kite position that Benoit is flying and the difference from Bruno Lobo. His kite is a little bit higher. Martin Pariente, he's getting ready for the tag. He's close to Bruno Lobo, and the reason is because Bruno lost a lot of ground with that gust and he couldn't contain, he couldn't hold the angle. But that's the thing, oh my friend, look at that, yeah, Bruno Lobo, he's having a hard time with that big kite, and look at that, he's flying the kite very high, and that's the difference. Look, Maria, she's flying at a smaller kite, I believe that's an 11-meter kite, and that's the reason why she's able to hold it a little bit closer to the water. Benoit Gomez, he's a very strong rider. We can see that even flying that 50-meter kite, he is still flying the kite very low. And those are the skills, the ability to control a lot of power under pressure on your legs. And here we go, looks like Benoit Gomez, he found the lane line. He's on the starboard tack towards the top mark. Maria, very consistent, she's on port tack as Bruno Lobo, he's ready for the tag, and Martin right there next to him. Martin is doing an incredible job right there next to Bruno Lobo, and that's the thing, Martin, he's flying at a smaller kite. He's able to get a better angle, better than Bruno Lobo. Oh my friend, Bruno Lobo, he almost got on top of Martin, and Martin lost it. Oh my friend, that was so close, and I bet that's why Martin crashes into the water. He couldn't hold it, and look at this, Bruno is on trouble. Bruno is on troubles right now. He's having a hard time holding that big kite. Yes, look at that blue kite. He's very high on the sky right now. And that's the thing, the Gus, my friend. You want to be able to hold it. You want to be able to perform really well with a lot of power on the kite. Look at the difference. Incredible. Benoit Gomez, he is the first one to go around the top mark on the first lap. And here we go. He's getting ready for the downwind. Bruno Lobo, he's approaching the top mark. We can see all the trim. He pulled all that line to depower the kite completely. Right now, when the riders are going downwind, is the time to power up the kite. But at the same time, when you are overpowered, you want to be able to hold a lot of power on the kite and also on your legs. And I bet Benoit Gomez easily right now with the kite and he's flying and the conditions of the wind that we have right now, he's easy going somewhere between 34 to 36 knots downwind for sure. And that's the thing, and it's impressive to watch the fleet racing in these kind of conditions, and it's a little bit harder with the swell going on. And look at this is an amazing shot from Benoit's head cam. We can see the water coming in front of him. It's a little bit faster than Bruno's head cam. That's how we can tell that Benoit Gomez is able to go faster. Look at that. Very steady, very solid, and he's approaching to the gate on the bottom of the course. Maria, she's right there next to Wilson. Wilson is doing incredible. He's getting ready for the jive, and Benoit Gomez is approaching to the gate. No problem. He's doing amazing. He has no trimming on his part, and looks like he's going for the early tag. He's gonna stay on the middle of the course. Martin approaching to the gate as well. Yeah, we can see Bruno Lobo is approaching to the gate. This is incredible. Benoit, he's able to perform really well. And look at this. Bruno, he's pulling that line. He's trimming his kite because he wants to be able to release all that power he's getting from the kite to be able to pitch upwind and get a better angle. Martin Pariente, he's approaching to the gate. Maria also right there. Look at those waves. Look at that swell. This is amazing what the riders are doing out there. This is very impressive with those kind of conditions. And Benoit Gomez is doing an incredible job with that big kite and not trimming on his kite, but for sure, he's coming from France. They train a lot with these kind of conditions. The French riders are the ones that they perform really well in the strong wind conditions. I mean, don't get me wrong, I remember Benoit Gomez in the Hfpt Pro Tour in La Ventana, the last day of the last race, he was flying the 20-meter kite and he was neck to Maxime Nocher, Theodore Romancourt, and Conor Van Bridge. So that's the thing, you want to be able, as an athlete, as a rider, you want to be able to perform really well in that kind of conditions. Sometimes you gotta perform under power, and sometimes you gotta perform very overpowered, like right now the riders are doing. Bruno Lobo looks like he's getting into the flow. We can see that he's getting into that rhythm because the kite is lower, closer to the water, and he's not crashing that much. We can see that Maria, she's getting ready for the tag. Wilson right there, close to her. Look at Wilson's kite also is very high, and I bet that's the reason because he's getting a lot of power right now. The wind is getting very strong, and look at that, Benoit. He's gonna be the one going around the top mark on first position for the second lap. This is incredible. Good job, Benoit. You are doing incredible out there. Martin Pariente also, he's doing an amazing job holding that 30-meter kite. He is a smaller rider, way more smaller than Bruno Lobo and Benoit. Let's look at the leaderboard. Benoit Gomez, he's leading, followed by Bruno Lobo, Martin in third, Wilson in fourth, Maria in fifth, Roberto in sixth, and Claudio in seventh. Here we go. Bruno Lobo is going around the top mark and he's getting ready to power up that kite to get downwind. This is an incredible Benoit. He's getting ready for the jibe, and look at this. Incredible execution by Benoit. Pretty much not losing his speed. Very confident, very solid, keeping his eyes in front of him, and that's how you do it. Very focused, especially in the maneuvers, and with these kind of conditions, gusty, big swell, you want to have everything under control, but at the same time you want to have your body very relaxed, so you want to go with the flow, with the water and the foil. A very impressive performance from Benoit Gomez holding that big kite. Bruno Lobo, he's doing amazing as well. He's right there next to him. He is having a hard time around the course, but he's there. He's still there. He's still pushing, and he's still on the fight for that first bullet, and he's still with the fight for that first place. Remembering, Hfpt Racing is not over until the end, and Benoit Gomez, he is approaching to the last mark, and this is not over yet. Everything could happen. Remember, in Formentera, we were able to watch a couple crashes right there before the finish line. Here we go. Bruno Lobo, he's approaching to the last mark on the bottom of the course. He's throwing another jibe. Looks like Benoit Gomez is approaching to the last mark. Yes. He's approaching to the last stretch on the bottom of the course. This is the last part of the race, and Benoit Gomez, the French rider, is gonna get the next bullet of the event. Incredible performance. Bruno Lobo throwing the last jibe, going on board, tack towards the last mark, and Benoit Gomez is approaching to get his second bullet of the event of the Hfpt Pro Tour here in Praia Brava, and he did it. Benoit Gomez got his next bullet. Bruno Lobo is approaching to the last part of the course, and Martin also approaching to the last mark on the bottom of the course. Incredible performance by the riders. Holding those big kites in these kind of conditions is very challenging. Bruno Lobo is approaching to the finish line, and he's gonna do it. He did it, crossing the finish line in second place. Incredible. Amazing show we are having here in Praia Brava. This is Hfpt Pro Tour. Let's look at the standings after the second race. Benoit Gomez, a French rider, with another bullet. He is leading the fleet with 2 points, followed by Bruno Lobo, the Brazilian champion, with 4 points. Martin Pariente, very consistent, in third place, followed by Wilson. Maria Luz Socorro, she's in 5th position with 10 points, followed by Ricardo Brito in 6th position with 14 points. Claudio Cruz with a better race, he's in 7th place with 16 points, followed by Roberto Veiga. Incredible job, he did a better race, finishing in 6th position, and he's in 8th position overall. For Element Skateboarding, the best skateboarding school in Mexico. Thanks for making this transmission possible. This is Hfpt Pro Tour from Praia Brava, Itajaí. This transmission was brought by Xports Media. My name is Xports Villegas. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next race.